A team launches a support bot. Day 1, someone wires up an agent with 20 tools and a giant prompt. The traces are chaotic, the bills are scary, every regression is a mystery nobody can explain. 2 weeks later, they rip it out and replace it with a tiny classifier that routes to one of 3 focused prompts. Latency drops, cost drops, quality goes up. They didn't need an agent, they needed a workflow. And telling those two apart is the whole skill this lesson teaches. Anthropic's building effective agents gave the field clean vocabulary. There are 5 workflow patterns where the code paths are predefined, and then the agent shape itself where the model directs its own process. And here's why this is worth memorizing. Every modern framework, LangGraph, Microsoft's agent framework, Google's ADK maps to these exact shapes. Learn the patterns, and switching frameworks is just a syntax change. Pattern 1, prompt chaining, a fixed sequence of calls where each call processes the previous output with programmatic gates in between. Outline, then draft, then polish. You trade a little latency for a lot of accuracy, and you know exactly how many calls happen. Pattern 2 routing, classify the input first, then dispatch to a specialized prompt or model. The classifier is its own cheap call. Refund queries go one way, technical support another, distinct categories that each benefit from focused handling. This is the textbook fix for that support bot. Pattern 3, parallelization. Run multiple calls at once and aggregate. 2 flavors here. Sectioning splits a task into independent paths. One model writes the body while another generates citations. Voting runs the same task many times and combines, like majority vote for higher confidence. Pattern 4, orchestrator-workers. A central model dynamically breaks the task into subtasks, delegates each to a worker, then synthesizes the results. And the key difference from parallelization is who decides. In parallelization, your code fixes the subtasks up front. Here, the orchestrator invents them at runtime, after it sees the input. Pattern 5, evaluator-optimizer. One model generates, another evaluates, and you iterate until it approves or you hit a budget. Older lessons called this reflection. Then, when none of those fit, you reach for the agent. The maximally flexible shape, a model in a loop with tools, picking each next action from real feedback. That's Claude Code, that's Cursor's agent mode, that's the SWE bench agents. Places where the steps genuinely can't be enumerated in advance. Now the honest hierarchy, because this is where money leaks. Most production AI agents are workflows, not agents. And costs compound. An agent that uses chaining for its tool descriptions and evaluator-optimizer on every tool result is easily 30 times the tokens of a single prompt. Here's the test that cuts through it. If you can sketch the steps on paper, it's a workflow. Build that version first. First, agents pay off only when the shape of the work genuinely changes per input, and the model needs ground truth feedback to know what to do next. Promote to an agent only after you've watched the workflow fail. And one more trap worth naming. When you do measure these systems, a single number lies to you. Toggle to versions and the success rate barely moves, an easy ship, while the hallucination rate quietly quintuples. That's the regression a one-metric dashboard misses every single time. So carry the 5 shapes plus the agent. Start simple, escalate only when forced, and measure every dimension before you ship.